Today's topic, the difference between active voice and passive voice. What's the difference? Let's get into it. First off, let me explain when we talk about something in the active voice. With the active voice, the subject is the person responsible for the action, and the object is the thing or person receiving the action. You know, I am eating an apple. That's an active voice sentence. Now, if I were to put that in the passive voice, basically you just switch the object. The object becomes the subject, and the subject becomes the object. And you would say, you know, the apple is being eaten by me, or was eaten by me, right? Now, if you were to talk about yourself in using passive voice, people would think you're like really crazy. You know, the apple was eaten by me. The video game was played by me. I mean, people just don't do that. So when do we use the passive voice? Businesses use it all the time. You go to the bank, you put your bank card in the bank machine, they'll say, you know, your order is being processed by us. They never put it in the active voice. They never say, we are processing your order. That would be considered very bad business. Also, let's pretend there's a storm, right? What's more important? You know, let's say like you have a town of 1 million people and you have a storm. What's more important? I'd say the town's more important. So you'd say, you know, the town was destroyed by the storm, and you want to put the focus on the town and not the storm. Right? A lot of people, governments especially, they use the passive voice to escape responsibility. They'll say, taxes need to be raised, right? More laws need to be passed. And, you know, because they don't want to say, you know, we need to raise taxes, we need to pass more laws, right? Because when they do that, when they say we, then people will be able to say, why do you need to do these things? Why do you think it's necessary? But if they say, we need to pass we need to, you know, raise taxes need to be raised, then responsibility, you know, they can escape from accountability. The police use this. The criminal was arrested. See, there's no responsibility there. But if they say, we arrested the criminal, then people can start pointing fingers. People also use this with their bosses, the passive voice. Let's say my boss told me something and he didn't remember, and, you know, I said to him, you said I could do this. You. And I point my finger in his, close to his eye. You know, that might be considered a little bit rude. It would be much better if I said, well, I was told that I could do this. By who? By who? Who said that? By you. See, it sounds much better, much less like an accusation. So if you're in business, I would suggest using the passive voice. It's much softer, not as direct and confrontational. I think that's it. I think I've covered it. For written exercises based on... please feel free to leave your comments below. Please subscribe. For written exercises based on my video lessons, check out greenscreenenglish.com. Late.